Hey everybody, International Stacker here, and I am live with some massive news. Today, April 22nd, 2025, this stuff right here, gold, has officially broken $3,500 per troy ounce. This surge has everyone talking, and I'm here to break down why this happened and make a case for gold potentially reaching over $4,000 a troy ounce, I can't believe I'm saying that, by the end of this year and probably sooner. We're going to cover the DXY, we're going to cover inflation, global uncertainty, and more. And I'm going to give another piece of premium silver away to somebody watching this video. So please pay attention for those instructions, and it's going to be quite easy. Now let's dive into it. Please smash that like button, turn on notifications, and drop some crabs in the comments if you're ready. Let's go.
International Stacker.
All right, everybody. Now we're going to talk about gold surge to 3,500 a troy ounce and what's driving it. Now I woke up to all these articles this morning. You can see here, there's Bloomberg, there's Guardian, there's whatever this is. There's articles literally everywhere on this craziness. So posts on X are really, the hype right now is highlighting the perfect storm of global risk-off vibes, central banks rotating out of the USD, and bets on major Fed rate cuts amid a bunch of political heat. And I'll talk politics on this channel and how it affects gold and silver, but I'm never going to talk about politics for or against the current previous administrations. I just don't do that. But FX Street reports that uncertainty over President Trump's tariff policies and concerns about the Fed's independence are driving these flow. And look at this gold spot price. Now remember, in the Asian markets, it broke 3,500. It is poised to explode this morning. I'm trying to get this video out before market opens. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I think it's going to be YOLO. Now, this sentiment online really aligns with, and let me hold some gold here, with gold's historical role as a hedge against inflation during economic turmoil, and silver, literally a metal, a shield to protect you. And as Investopedia notes, with prices often spiking with confidence in other assets decline, right? So as people lose confidence in the stock market and bonds and different instruments, they're going to fly to something that's been safe for literally thousands and thousands of years, gold and silver. Now let's talk about the DXY and gold's rise. So this is the dollar index, or DXY, and let me shift this because that doesn't look too bad, right? It's up. But if you shift this to the longer period of time, Reuters notes that the dollar is languishing near a 3-year low against its rivals, making gold more attractive since it's priced in dollars. And by rivals, I'm talking about other currencies. So gold, or I'm sorry, the DXY is at a low historically compared to what you see here. And look at back in the 90s, 118. So what does this mean? A weaker dollar really reduces the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding assets like gold. So it makes a better atmosphere to hold gold when the dollar is weaker. Investing Haven confirms that when the USD rises, it pressures gold. So when it goes up, it pressures gold. But with the current euro to USD strength, that really creates a gold-friendly environment, not just for us here, but we're talking about over the entire globe. This DXY weakness is a key driver behind gold's recent surge to 3,500, and I believe we'll continue to feel that. Now, here's the US debt clock. This is crazy. It's got a Doge clock on here too. I'm not sure if it's accurate. I need to look into that more. But guys, let's talk about inflation and tariff concerns. So inflation is another big player, and we've been told for years now, it's 4%, it's 2%, even now it's 2%. No, it's much higher. We all know it. Go to Shadow Stats, check it out. But inflation is a big player. Time reports that Trump's tariff policies are sparked and have sparked an international trade war, really roiling markets and threatening to reignite inflation. Economists warn that tariffs could raise prices, potentially making inflation even stickier. But historically, if you're thinking about it, gold really thrives during inflationary periods, as Econofact points out, because it protects against the devaluation of cash and fixed rate assets like bonds. And with consumer sentiment really, sinking to all-time lows due to these fears as per time, investors are flocking to gold. And I believe that tariffs are likely pushing large investors, and let's show you guys some more gold and silver here, are really pushing large investors like Russia, investors in Russia and China toward gold. And as a matter of fact, Russia is already under sanctions and China as well. And they're facing massive U.S. tariffs and are incentivized to diversify away from dollar-based assets. And if you really look at the BRICS countries and what they've been trying to do in the de-dollarization, I mean, that is really on point. And posts on X note that China's central bank added 5 tons of physical gold in March 2025. Okay, so when all this stuff was popping off, and Russia's been buying gold to offset sanctions really since 2022, per the New York Times. This trend really supports the case for gold's meteoric rise, I believe, to 4,000 an ounce coming soon. Now, let's not forget, again, what I mentioned earlier, the de-dollarization. Part of the agenda of the BRICS nations, it's really to de-dollarize. And if you de-dollarize, sanctions don't hurt as bad because we have the SWIFT system across the world that is used to like transfer money around. They're trying to circumvent that. And if you've ever seen Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money, he talks about that. And if you haven't seen that, you got to go watch it. Now let's talk a little bit more about global uncertainty and why it's fueling the demand for gold. And really, global uncertainty is at an all-time high. I mean, turn on the news. Things are changing every day. And Morningstar highlights fears of stagflation in the U.S., with really rising inflation risks and slowing growth, making gold the go-to inflation hedge. Now, I know you're asking, when am I giving away the silver? I'm going to give it away soon. Don't panic. I'm going to give away the silver soon. But JP Morgan is really noting that central banks, especially in China, are buying that gold, as I mentioned earlier. In the post-Russia-Ukraine invasion, central bank demand for gold all over the world has skyrocketed. And when you're looking at gold, silver, and you're looking at economics and indicators, geopolitical is massive towards that. And if we're talking about that, let's talk about central banks buying and the ETF inflows a little bit more here. So when you want to get beyond the DXY inflation uncertainty, central bank buying and ETF inflows are fueling this rally. The World Gold Council reports that global central banks purchased 1,045 tons of gold in 2024. That's the third straight year in a row over 1,000 tons of gold. Investopedia mentions 9.4 billion in gold ETF inflows in February 2025. That's crazy. The highest in nearly 3 years. And Bank of America raised their gold price target to 3,500. Well, guess what, Bank of America? We hit it. But they're citing this demand. So it's crazy. It's going any higher. And let me make the case right now for $4,000 an ounce gold this year. So can gold hit 4,000 an ounce this year? I think yes. Now, FX Street notes that gold buyers need a daily close above 3,400 to target 3,450 next. And with the current momentum, 4,000 isn't too far off. But we're already past 3,400. Yes, but we need the market to close multiple days above 34 and hopefully 35 for it to make a new low, really, for the next catapult up. Investing Haven predicts 32.75 in 2025, but sees 4,000 as achievable under extreme conditions like rampant inflation or geopolitical tensions. And guys, I can say that geopolitical tensions is it's what's really a big driver here. Okay, and JP Morgan forecasted 3,000 an ounce by Q4 2025, already there. But Goldman Sachs is more bullish at 3,700, citing recession risks and central bank demand. If the DXY weakens further, inflation spikes, or global uncertainty escalates, $4,000 a troy ounce is certainly in play. Now, let's wrap up here with some numbers, and I'm going to give away the silver soon. Don't worry. So last night's after-hour spot prices per FX Street was $3,380 per gold and approximately $32 for silver. But based on recent trend, silver reaching $30 in Q2 2024, I believe the upside for both is huge. And let's take a look at silver really quick. 33.02, guys. Silver to 50. Let's go. Silver to 50. It's done it twice in history. And if you correct for inflation, it's been way over that. But the current gold to silver ratio, and I've gotten multiple comments lately. Should I trade in some gold for silver? if you ever wanted to do that, now is one of the best times in history, because the gold to silver ratio has only been over 100 twice in history, and it's currently sitting at 105.6. This morning was 105.1 to 1 ounce. So 1 ounce of gold will get you 105 ounces of silver, which means I'm extremely bullish silver. It means it's underbought, undervalued. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just my personal thoughts and my journey. This high ratio suggests silver is relatively cheap compared to gold, potentially setting up for silver breakout later this year. Silver to 50, anyone? I think it's possible. Now, let's talk about instability. And with instability, market turmoil, people need a stimulus. And I'm going to do another stimulus here on this channel. Let's look at this coin. Look at this puppy. Okay, so I'm trying to show the field over different parts of it. This is called the 2023 Copernicus from Germania Mint, and there's only 15,000 of these puppies, so this is coming to one of you. And all you got to do is use this password I'm about to give you in the comments below. It's got to be the full password, okay? It's got to be the full password, and it's got to be used in a sentence. Also, too, all the rules to this giveaway are in the description below. Void where prohibited, no purchase necessary, blah, blah, blah. Go read those. But I'm going to announce the winner of this on a live stream. So Saturday or Sunday is going to be 26th or 27th of April, 2025. You have until 11:59 p.m. Saturday night to use this password below. And the password is going to be Stubby. S-T-U-B-B-Y. Stubby. So you need to use that in the comments below in a full sentence, not just the password by itself, okay? You will be disqualified. It has to be in a full sentence there. So this is going home to one of you. But there you have it, folks. Gold. Breaking 3,500 today is just a start, and 4,000 could be next with the DXY, inflation, and global uncertainty driving demand. What do you think? Will gold hit 4,000 this year? Drop your thoughts below. Drop some crabs below in the comments. Smash that like button and subscribe for more updates. And I guess I'll say, where is it? Where is it? Catch you on the next one. Woo!
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.